Oh, I didn't read that part. My brain shut off at erotica. Hey.
Good. What can I help you with?
It seems I have more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that helps. Wait, hang on.
Glad
we
to have
can.
been of assistance.
I've got some stuff for conceptualization. We can buff this a bit. Uh-huh. The shirt. I think we have a jacket. Yeah. Hang on, I need to change into this white jacket to ask you a question about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day.
All right, what
is all of this?
Everything.
The sound, the air.
What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
Okay.
There is a term of endearment they coined for it. In the DeLorean century. When humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Roll fucking credits. This world does not deserve a term of endearment.
There are those who would call it hell.
Explain this concept, I don't understand.
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't feel like I have the whole picture.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
Why?
Great things are difficult to achieve.
All right, so we're pre-space
viewing
flight.
The world from the inside, sideways.
What does that mean?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day.
What?
You wouldn't know it from the tabloids. But the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
Uh-huh.
ORG. Occident Revachol Grad.
Rare Encyclopedia, W.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
I don't immediately understand what any of this means, but go on.
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
Just so we're clear, we are talking about the construction of this planet? World? Environment?
A cold fear seeps into you.
What the hell are you telling me?
You seem to be spooked. Please don't be.
What is the pale? What do you mean corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, Imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness.
I don't know that I am in an emotional state to hear this right now. Never mind Harry. Okay. Continue.
I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here.
Uh-huh.
But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
Yeah, fractured corona doesn't sound like it's bringing people together.
You have misimagined it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
I don't care about disco, I only care about the commune. You can care about disco and the commune. You say it's disco.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides.
Literally, what is pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Okay.
It is the opposite of
No,
reality.
but that's not... Yeah, okay, but what?
Okay. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
What is an isola?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7.
Okay.
Windy, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
And Insulinde is...
An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
What is it like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
Is it here?
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
What about north?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the pale is called porch collapse.
Okay.
Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
You hear your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
If we're surrounded by pale, how do you get from place to place?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
Okay.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged.
The Pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information.
I'm wondering
that's
about
degraded,
if it's foreshadowing.
that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter.
This is interesting. This is like right on the razor's edge of interesting and total fucking nonsense.
They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
But I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt because, like, the difference between it being interesting and total nonsense could very easily tilt on, like, my own lack of understanding. And, like, maybe further context will help with this. What does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
Are you not a civilian passenger?
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entreprenetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Do lorry drivers pass the Pale?
Yes, carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
You should ask the Pale driver about this. See what she says.
Oh. Oh! Shit, that actually explains a lot! Are you overradiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
An acidic smile on her lips. It's getting worse every year.
What are the physical qualities of the Pale?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't even think about that until you said it. Like, the driver of the Pale, or in through the Pale. Not just that her skin is pale. Their skin is pale?
The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
That is difficult to wrap my mind around. What is entreprenetic?
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Which the Pale driver also did on a number of occasions. Okay. They cross it?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What has entreprenetics changed?
Nothing.
Great.
We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
I mean, that sounds like you're talking about an airplane, but I don't even know if that tracks here.
Hybrid airships, detective.
Yeah, okay.
Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end, if we throw them precisely.
What if we don't throw them precisely?
Then they don't.
I don't know what answer I expected. How much pale is there compared to, like, not pale?
The pale outweighs reality 2 to 1.
Fuck!
There is more pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
That slipping sounds bad.
What do you think, Detective?
I think there's probably more pale, because that's the most horrifying thing.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
But where would we go?
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Gulp!
It doesn't look like you're doing the same. The suggestion was meant in earnest, Detective. Live life.
Damn, Joyce is kind of awesome. Let's return to reality.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do,
But
tell me,
before
Detective,
literally whoops, there goes gravity.
is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I sometimes sense vague shadows of a past, and it ain't good.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
This is a lot of answers. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism.
Mm-hmm.
Your ailing constitution, sweaty forehead, the beads there, and your heavy breathing.
Yup. Communism.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
Yeah, I'm in serious fucking trouble here.
Your colleague, Lieutenant Kisaragi, is competent.
That's
I
true.
checked up on him. And you have me. I will try to assist you in any way I can. Even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Like, I know that ultimately Joyce is just, like, using me and my, like, power as a detective of the RCM. But damn, she's been decent. That's all for now. I literally...
The little that I know. Anything else?
I literally can't handle anymore. Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. That's good. Let's do that. Yeah, that was an important thought. Holy shit, do you know about this pale shit? Do you smoke?
No, I don't.
Alright, thanks.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Or... Wait, hold on.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Fuck off again. It's okay, though. You know why?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Because I have recycling.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
Yeah, so, like, all of this post-societal collapse bullshit is happening on the backdrop of, like, literally the entire world just being consumed by an unreality. It's frankly unclear as to whether a planet actually exists. What Joyce has described is a sequence of like islands of land and sometimes water surrounded by like some fucking Event Horizon black hole mist shit. I wasn't ready. Deeply unready.
Martinez's streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. I've been through all this. Unless he's got something new. Do you have something new?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Can I ask about my missing gun again?
Sure thing.
So I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Not the reason I was thinking, but sure.
Sure, man.
Well, it's okay. After all, Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun. Bro, I could really use some of that
G'day
salami.
to you, officer. Sure thing.
It is salty. It is savory.
The heel
It is
only happens the
chewy.
first time.
The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
You know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
I really want to get this bridge down. Like, I literally don't know what else to be doing with my time until Kim gets back. Oh, wait, yes I do! I need a fucking bath! I have not even so much as washed my hands since I was literally elbow deep in a week-old corpse.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now.
We'll take it.
That soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
Want to live forever with the corpse smell. Memento mori. Yeah, no, let's have a bath.
The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons.
Let's get in the bathtub.
The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies.
Leave them in. Nah, take them out. One usually leads to more stuff.
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub. They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Let's just linger a bit. You need some time to just, like, be.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. Time to get moving.
Let's have some thoughts. I can't imagine us imagining something good, but let's try.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench.
Well, shit.
Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature.
Let's linger a bit longer.
Your fingers grow pale. And
Already, okay.
What are you doing?
All
You're not some
right.
fat fish in a fucking aquarium. Time to get moving.
Let's get out.
The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
All right. We had a bath with the door open. Hello?
The door is closed.
Knock, knock.
Still no answer.
I'm not trying. No. No, 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 no. Don't do it. You don't have to exhaust every option every time. In fact, you explicitly should not in some cases.
Can I help you?
I'm not gonna ask Gart for a drink.
You see a heavy steel.
Nothing there. I'm glad a nice bath recovered the health that we lost from trying to read a book. So, right. When we were over here talking to her and she was like... We were like... Hey, are those your memories? And she was like, there's someone's memories, who cares? And we just went right over our heads because we didn't understand. Now I understand. Yeah, saving is good. I've been very bad about it and I have paid for it.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
I was kind of expecting a new prompt.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
I got too many records to listen to as it is.
The woman sways her wrinkled shell back and forth, a strange grin across her face.
Let's dig into being away.
What do you mean?
Like in a dream?
Yes? What about it?
You drive unusual routes, don't you?
Some of them. Some of them are like home to me now. I would say the routes I drive are usual to me.
What routes?
The Monosov's Land.
Oh, I asked this before.
Zemlya, the Western Plain.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. At Estradas do Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly.
I stand by my previous line. Ride till you're dust, sister. Live.
Irmão, I already am dust.
Okay, that wasn't there before. I think I know what's going on with you.
And what is that?
You're a pale driver. You drive goods, you transport goods through the pale. That's why you're called pale driver.
Oh meu Deus. The lawman solved the case.
Oh, right. This would be obvious to literally everyone else. But it's new information to me.
And here I was, thinking you were an idiot. So, are you? An idiot, I mean?
Fuck yes!
Republica, a filterless cigarette from Mesk.
I'm not an idiot. I'm a detective of the RCM. Don't say I'm an idiot. This is the line that comes up before you fear for your life. Let's go with the perception.
Neither is spell transportation.
It's not very healthy.
Life is transitory.
Yeah, it's fair. I blacked out after a night of heavy drinking and lost all memory of the world.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything. Even things I never knew.
Yeah, that sounds like how the pale was described.
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryan. The smoke from the Fowling Piece when Dolores Day was shot. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father, and I never shot her innocent Dolores Day.
Isn't that over-radiation?
Heroic doses, Hervé. Heroic.
That seems bad.
Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now, when you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this? What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor.
What is the pale light?
Like looking into the ocean at night. In the dark.
And
You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
what does it feel like?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Until it
that's-
starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets and electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
How do you pass through it?
In the belly of an airship, behind the stair windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it.
So not on the lorry then.
No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
The wheels all small and round, multi-axle trailers.
I do need to hydrate, given all of the, like, all the sitting here I'm doing with my mouth agape. So we could just become vapor?
Yes.
I feel like I might already have what you have in some way.
They say there is a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A. Or in Lomonosov's land. Where every step you take is one step further from home. No matter the direction. It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale.
Huh.
Maybe you've been down the motorway south. It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Sheriff, not pale drivers. Way beyond the established pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent and dark, and the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from.
Well, this is a stupid question, but what's at the end?
No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning. I've only felt it in the distance, when I was a child. A child growing on the lake.
Ma'am?
Josiana.
Yeah, I definitely didn't play enough Disco Elysium my first time through to get a bead on the, like, fucked up nature of this world.
An old monument stands in the middle of
Yeah, we've done this. Yeah, that really definitely does put more of a, just an even darker spin on things.
Washed. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you. The driver, a large metal pendant.
Been through all this.
hangs from
I'm
the
just
back
making sure
end
there's
of
nothing new. Yeah, I think you tried to generally give it like a, how much do you know about the world or something like that? And I believe I must have given an answer that was like not conclusive enough. Hey.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
I agree with half of that. So you're all part of the union, though.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonies.
I was not ready for this phrase, race heroism. Christ.
Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
What do you know about the racist mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Did you put this into the trash?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
That's like actually more feedback than I was expecting.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
You know what? I guess he doesn't. I'm good on this. We got a good chance of actually getting there, but I'm good. Oh, hey, there's a thing over here. Give... Oh, for real?
Your race descent has
But,
temporarily
bro, I want to
halted,
get...
But
I just want to get what's in the box, man. I will knock you out again. Except I won't, because the game won't let me. Oh, boy. Why is that showing up again?
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Sliding out, a drawer presents you. The drawer slides shut smoothly.
I'm just talking to people I've already talked to see if they have something new. Also,
This is the Night Watchman's.
right. Boy, the Night Watchman's booth became much funnier once I realized that they didn't need a Night Watchman. This!
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If
Hey there,
anything,
sugar.
It seems to have grown slightly. The container door appears unmoved by your attempt at flattery.
You're a fine piece of engineering, you know that?
The door does not respond to your advances. Is it possible that it seems somehow more closed than
Oh,
before?
come on! I'm not even making the face anymore! Huh. I mean, double sixes, let's go.
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
That's fair. But, like, how would you know, right? How would you know if you don't know? Oh. Okay, that's just open now for some reason. God. Like, literally anything but electrochemistry. Electrochemistry can leave me the fuck alone. Hey, Leo.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Man, I'm not gonna, like... This guy loves to chat. I'm not gonna take that joy from him. I had some questions for you.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Alright,
It's
I
like
actually...
that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
Alright, I'm off. I thought I had more questions for you. I was wrong. Is Everett's office literally inside a shipping container? Hello, you. Hold on. Make sure I'm properly dressed for this. Alright, this'll do. What'll it do? I don't know.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something. Soft, yet crinkly.
Is it money?
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper.
No, it's not money.
It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
Really?
Not familiar in a good way, you might say. There's pain in there somewhere.
I love pain. That's why we're gonna, I guess, sit down in this chair again.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
For himself!
And for his fellow man. That's right, Mr. Dubois. You're turning out to be quite the individualist there. So, you had business with me?
I'm told that... Yeah, flashlight! Shine it right into his big, stupid face! He's big and he has a lazy eye. I'm told the Union is involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
I did it. I made it even shadier.
What?
The Shady Brew. I made the Shady Brew shadier.
Oh, how could I forget your little side project? Well done, Harry. Well done. Don't even tell me what it was. But good job. I love it when workers take the initiative like this.
You might not like the results.
So do I. That's one tasty brew. You should drink some right now, if you can.
I can, actually. Oh, no I can't. Requires inventory. Can't get into inventory. I met Joyce.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Uh-huh.
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Woo! What happened to the previous negotiator?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
I'm getting, like, strong Bobby Kotick vibes all of a sudden.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
It's a fortress. He knows she can't get in here. He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Well, Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting.
That sounds like an extremely implausible cover story.
Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
Just because that makes sense doesn't mean you didn't just make it the f up. I told Joyce I met you.
It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine.
Joyce seems to think the Union is lowballing. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna be the messenger for her negotiations, even though I do actually like her. Let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
That's good, because I did tell her that Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun.
I did!
Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
It sure fucking does. Alright, I'm gonna leave. We might talk again later.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Boy, that flashlight is potentially useful, but definitely gonna get annoying. Also, this camera angle sucks. All right, let's not use this outside. Jesus Christ. Why are we zoomed so far in on him? Like, it's not usually like this. Why? Why this all of a sudden? Oh. I didn't know that. That's a good thing to know. I must have hit it on accident and not realized it. All right.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What is this?
I don't know. Frit?
What is that? Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Okay. I have questions.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling and Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
This is important!
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
What do you know about the murder?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Do you know the man who died?
Not really.
So you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long's he been there?
I don't know really long.
What happened?
I don't know.
Thanks, that was fucking useless!
Uh-huh.